Starbucks.
Oh, hello.
And we are back again, seeing you after 2 weeks. And today I'm making you a video about a very special topic because it's something related to my curriculum and to my assignment. And that is an assignment from the lesson of one of my favorite teachers and lecturers at Inha University, whose name is James Kang, and he teaches us a reading seminar. It's called reading seminar, but it's actually more about leadership and self-development. So the basically assignment was that we had to read a book, any book, but we were given a special topic. And the main assignment was to read that book and understand the main points and make a presentation about that so that we can encourage our peer students to read that same book. So my topic was health. I didn't actually imagine that I would be talking about health, but that was okay because that was something new to me because I hadn't read a lot of books about health before. So I started to research and I found a book called Beyond Coffee by James Beshara, and I made a presentation on that. So I want to show you guys the whole video of presentation. It's a little long, but I guess if you have a patience of steel, you're gonna get new set of useful information for yourself. So let's jump right into watching the presentation, right after which we'll see you again. Oops, I forgot one thing, guys. By now you might be probably getting surprised by the video title, the video name. Like, why, what did he do? Something much scarier than the death itself. And I was talking about my presentation, and my presentation is sort of public speaking. And I don't know if you knew this before, but public speaking is the #1 fear in the world, even beating the death itself in terms of statistics, which could barely rank among top 10 fears. So let's see something more terrifying than the death itself.
I'm on TV! Oh shit! First cops, now this!
Good afternoon or nearly good evening, everybody. So I love coffee very much. Very, very much that I brought my cup of coffee here myself. I love it to the point that my pocket sometimes doesn't want to cooperate with my desire. And
I wake up smiling every morning. Yeah, I don't.
Starbucks is Starbucks, but how many cups of coffee do you think are consumed every day around the world? Any guesses?
100 million. 3 billion.
It's a very hard to guess, but it's actually 2,251,526,124. You see, until I tell this completely, almost blood runs out of my nose. That's a huge number. And should we be proud of this number? I don't know. So, basically, the book that I chose to read and tell you about is called Beyond the Coffee. So I had a reason to mention coffee in the first place. And here's the book, Beyond Coffee, and his author is James. It's a coincidence? I think so.
Yes,
and its customer reviews are pretty high in Amazon.com, so it got 97% of customer satisfaction. And if you want to buy the Kindle version for almost $2, and if you want the paper version, you can get it for almost $12. But you might be thinking that nobody almost bought the scarier through nose. Would you buy that? Yeah. So now let's talk about the author a little. So here's James Beshara, but please don't read it in Uzbek.
Don't mind sleeping alone. People ask me if I don't miss you, but I ain't been thinking about all the nights we spent together.
It is the term called nootropics. So what are nootropics? Anybody here who has watched the movie Limitless, in which Bradley Cooper starred?
Yes.
Not heard of it.
Yeah. So, wouldn't it be great to have a pill after drinking which you get smarter and you game the stock market like a pro, or you help the FBI solve a murder case? That would be cool, but for most people who watch this movie, it can seem like more premises for fiction. But there are, in fact, chemical compounds that are designed to improve the brain capacity of people, the ability to learn, the compounds that sharpen our attention span, and these compounds are called nootropics. And coffee is the most basic example of nootropics.
And how your skin felt on my skin. And I'm just calling to let you know. Ooh, I ain't.
Now I want to suggest you more or less the effective morning routine that you all can follow. So, next one, please. And it all starts with a good rise, because early birds are the best in this. Because if you wake up early, this is gonna give extra push and motivation for you to continue your day at the same spirit. And next one. So, the first thing you can do after you wake up, it shouldn't be to check your phone, to check your notifications from social media sites. It should be actually making your bed and cleaning your room. Because I always remember the words of Jordan Peterson from his famous book 12 Rules for Life. And he said that when your life seems to get into chaos, when you seem to lack discipline, you should clean your room, simply. Because it gives you extra motivation, everything seems fresh, and fresh start means fresh continuation. And next thing is exercise. How can we go without exercise? Exercise gets your blood flowing, and it gets you energized, which can give you the whole energy for the rest of the day. And the next is, of course, have a nice and most importantly, healthy breakfast. And try not to miss it ever.
Been thinking about you, been thinking about you, been thinking.
Please. The guy I've been following for the past 2 years, for me, he's an expert on how to study, how to get your life very well, and he's Thomas Frank, and he has special edition on his channel on his morning routine that has very good advice on it. Please check it out if you have free time. And lastly, so most of you have already maybe morning routines, but for those who don't have, it takes a very small step to start. So why don't you do it? Why don't you ask this question today from you, and can you start from tomorrow? That's important. Can you start from tomorrow? And if your answer is yes, then I bet you are going to have a great morning tomorrow. Thank you.
A few moments later.
So we're back again. I hope you have watched the video successfully, because it wasn't shot in a very professional way, but I hope I got to deliver some kind of message to you through the video. But anyway, I would like to recap the main points of the video myself. So basically, the main idea of the video was to describe the book. They call it, as I said, Beyond the Coffee. And its main idea was how to find safe alternatives to coffee, which is one of the most prominent sources of caffeine for us, because we start our days with coffee, and that's too much caffeine. And as in the case of the author, we can develop some health conditions because of too much caffeine consumption. And so the safe alternatives I mentioned in the video was, first of all, L-theanine. L-theanine is a neuroprotective pill drug, and it's also, you can find it also in green tea, but if you drink the pill itself, you will get more. And its sustainability score is high, 5-star out of 5 stars, so that means you can consume it every day. And the next one was alpha GPC. It's used to improve the memory, and it's also to prevent Alzheimer's in old people, and it's also used for athletes. They can consume it to improve their growth hormone production. And its sustainability score is also 5 stars out of 5 stars, because I just simply didn't want to suggest something that is not safe to others. The basic idea with that, but in addition to that, I also mentioned the importance of morning routines because everything starts from the morning, and how you start will define how your day will continue. So this video, I hope to bring some kind of new stuff to your life, and if this video or presentation have helped you in shaping your morning routine or getting your life to a better discipline, I'm more than happy, and I will continue to make content that will benefit not only you but me as well as a person, and as someone who wants to share the good content with the world. Thank you very much. So all in all, today's video was about how to lessen the caffeine consumption and what can we drink instead, and all the stuff about morning routines. So I would love to see you in my next videos, and before that I would want you to know about some other platforms that I'm running. So if you are really a curious learner, I would love you to join my Telegram channel called Locus Learning Hub, for which I'll provide a link below.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
The video, be sure to check that out, and of course subscribe and leave it a like button, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.